In Monaco, the world's playground for billionaires, one man has managed to outshine them all. He's not a royal, not an actor, not a tech mogul, yet every photo, every car, every glance feels like a scene from a movie. They call him Zeus, a name that carries both power and mystery. But behind the gold watches, the private jets, and the million-dollar smiles, whispers say not everything is what it seems. Some claim he's not just rich, he's a genius illusionist who turned image into empire. So who is Zeus, really? A true billionaire, or the greatest performance Monaco has ever seen? Stay with us till the end, and if you love exploring the hidden world of the ultra-rich, like this video and subscribe to Inside the Billionaires, because what we uncover next will change the way you see luxury forever. Every empire begins with a story, but Zeus's story starts with silence. No one knows where he was born, what school he attended, or how he made his first fortune. It's as if he appeared out of thin air, straight into Monaco's world of wealth. While other billionaires have public records, interviews, and companies listed under their names, Zeus built his reputation on mystery. His past? Hidden. His real name? Unknown. What's clear is that the man the world now calls Zeus didn't just appear wealthy. He constructed his identity like an artist builds a masterpiece. Rumors swirl that he began with online ventures, crypto trades, or luxury brand collaborations, yet nothing is fully confirmed. Every clue leads to another question, not an answer. And maybe that's the point. Because in a world where everyone wants to be seen, Zeus became untouchable by being untraceable. But what if that secrecy wasn't a coincidence at all? What if it was his very first move in building a billion-dollar illusion? Stay tuned, because in the next part, we'll uncover how Zeus turned himself from a mystery into a living brand. When most people try to get rich, Zeus did something far more powerful. He became the brand himself. Every appearance, every photo, every angle of his life looks designed for a global audience. His mansion isn't just a home, it's a stage. His cars aren't transportation, they're characters in his story. On Instagram, Zeus isn't selling products. He's selling a feeling, the fantasy of power, elegance, and control. He dresses like an emperor from a modern myth. Tailored suits, diamond watches, and that calm, untouchable stare that says, "I don't chase money. Money chases me." Even his silence feels scripted, deliberate, mysterious, magnetic. Soon, luxury brands began to notice. Collaborations, sponsorships, and rumors of private investments followed. Zeus had done what few billionaires ever could. He didn't need a company to build an empire, he made himself the company. But behind every perfect image lies a secret formula. A system so calculated that it blurred the line between truth and illusion. And in the next chapter, we step inside that world, where the yachts, the jets, and the mansions of Zeus reveal the real architecture of his billionaire fantasy. To understand Zeus, you must first step inside his world, a world built on gold, glass, and gasoline. His driveway alone looks like a billionaire's dream garage. A roaring Lamborghini Aventador, a sleek Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and the infamous Batmobile-style hypercar that made the internet lose its mind. Each machine isn't just transportation, it's a statement, a moving symbol of dominance and taste. Above Monaco's blue horizon, Zeus's private jet gleams like a silver arrow. He travels not to escape, but to arrive. Every landing, every camera flash, every arrival feels choreographed for cinematic perfection. And then there's the mansion, a $150 million fortress perched above the Riviera with marble halls, ocean view infinity pools, and security tighter than a royal palace. It's excess, yes, but it's also strategy. Every possession is part of the illusion, a masterpiece of image crafting that turns wealth into theater. Because behind those mirrored walls and golden gates lies something deeper, a secret blueprint that transforms Zeus from a collector of luxury into a creator of fantasy. And what happens when the illusion becomes more powerful than reality? That's where Zeus's true genius begins, the master of illusion. What if the empire of Zeus wasn't built on gold, but on perception? In a world obsessed with appearances, Zeus discovered the ultimate secret. You don't need to be the richest, as long as you look like the richest. Whispers say many of his cars are partnerships with luxury brands. Some of his mansions, filming locations, or short-term rentals for shoots. But here's the genius. He never confirms, and he never denies. That silence is the strategy. It keeps the mystery alive. Zeus mastered what every influencer dreams of, the art of controlled illusion. He turned curiosity into currency, mystery into marketing. Every camera flash, every rumor, every whisper adds value to his name. The more people doubt him, the more powerful his image becomes. In Monaco, perception is reality, and Zeus became its architect. Because while others chase wealth, Zeus manufactures the dream itself. But there's one thing no one can explain. How does he maintain this empire of illusion without ever slipping? In the next part, we'll go deeper. Inside the mind of Zeus, where every silence hides a strategy, and every move is part of a billion-dollar game. For centuries, wealth was measured in numbers, money, gold, land. But Zeus changed the formula. He replaced assets with influence and currency with attention. In the digital age, he understood one truth before anyone else. Perception is the new power. While traditional billionaires built companies, Zeus built a mythology. Every post, every photograph, every story was designed not to sell a product, but to sell a dream. He didn't need to convince investors, he captivated believers. In Zeus's world, luxury isn't something you own, it's something you project. He's the embodiment of a new era, the billionaire as a brand, the empire built on aura. His followers don't buy stocks, they buy belief. And belief, when scaled to millions, becomes real wealth. That's the Zeus code, the power to turn attention into fortune and illusion into legacy. But here's the question that no one dares to ask. If his empire runs on attention, what happens when the spotlight fades? In the next part, we step into the mind of Zeus himself, the psychology of a man who built an empire not from money, but from mystery. To understand Zeus's empire, you must first understand his silence. While most billionaires flood the internet with interviews, speeches, and podcasts, Zeus speaks rarely and only through imagery. His silence isn't absence, it's design. He knows that mystery amplifies power. The less he says, the more people imagine. Every move is calculated. When to appear, what to wear, when to disappear. He doesn't chase virality, he engineers anticipation. Each post drops like a movie trailer, leaving fans wondering when the next episode will arrive. Zeus has turned psychology into strategy, mastering timing, scarcity, and curiosity to keep his empire alive without saying a word. Even his critics fuel the myth. The more they question him, the more he trends. He plays the game without ever showing the playbook, and that's what keeps him untouchable. But there's something deeper behind that composure, something that even money can't buy. Because beneath the image of a flawless billionaire lies a man shaping his legacy beyond wealth, beyond fame. And in the final chapter, we reveal how Zeus outshined Monaco's royals, not by fortune, but by creating a legend that will outlive them all. In Monaco, a land ruled by crowns and old money, it's ironic that the most talked about man isn't a prince, but a mystery. Zeus has done what no royal could. He turned himself into modern royalty, crowned not by bloodline, but by influence. When his supercars glide through the Monte Carlo streets, heads turn faster than when the royal motorcade passes. At fashion shows, his presence overshadows celebrities. To the world, he isn't just a man, he's a myth wrapped in luxury. But Zeus's true legacy isn't the gold, the cars, or the oceanfront mansions. It's the idea he represents, that in this new age, power doesn't come from inheritance, it comes from imagination. He built a throne on perception, and somehow it became real. Today, even Monaco's royals live in his shadow, because Zeus didn't just join their world, he redefined it. He proved that a man with vision could outshine a dynasty with history. But legends like Zeus never stop evolving. The question now isn't how he built his empire, it's what he'll conquer next. And trust me, in the world of Inside the Billionaires, that story has only just begun. Zeus may be real, or he may be an illusion. But one thing is certain: he's changed the game forever. In a world where power once came from wealth, Zeus proved that true dominance comes from influence, image, and mystery. He built not just an empire, but a myth that breathes luxury. As the waves crash against Monaco's golden shores, his legend grows, whispered through every supercar engine, reflected in every diamond window. Zeus didn't just live the billionaire dream, he became the dream. But the story doesn't end here. Because behind every empire lies another secret waiting to be revealed, and the next chapter might expose the most powerful side of Zeus yet. So, if you love exploring the world of hidden empires, extravagant lives, and billionaire legends like this video, comment your thoughts and subscribe to Inside the Billionaires, where every story takes you beyond money and into the art of power. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.